Hello, this is Symbolistic, and welcome to another exciting episode of the History of Twin Bayous, Season 7, Dobbs and Jamie's Big Adventure. This is Episode 8. Okay, so they finished with their naps. They look like they're refreshed and they've had a chance to get something to eat. Here's another idea about what they could do, an idea that I just had, was if he goes over here to this trap, and disarms it, then he can get one of these statues and drag it over and disable these dart trap here, this dart trap in the floor here, which he can't seem to turn off. Okay, so he was able to disable that trap. He's getting a phone call. Who the heck is calling him here in China? Ignore the call. Okay, get the gold. I said ignore the call. Ignore the call. Get the gold. And he can't do anything with those statues. Okay, so how about this door here? What is this door? Go through this door. Check it out. Okay, so this leads into a room. Looks like a wine cellar here, or nectar cellar. And there's several bottles of nectar here. So I just have him collect that. They can... Finally, they can have a drink here in China. Okay, so there doesn't appear to be anything in here. There is a wall here. Inspect this wall. A strange-looking wall here. Okay, so the wall reveals itself to be a hidden door, and the door opens, leading him into another room with, there's a bar here, and there's more nectar bottles here, and going to have him collect all these. Bring Jamie over here. So there's a whole bunch of nectar here, and I don't know if it's worth the time and trouble of collecting it, but there is this pool here with purple liquid inside the pool. James here is going to explore this pool here. James Dobbs has reached the bottom and can't see in the pitch dark depths. James Dobbs is feeling around the area, but didn't seem to find anything. Okay, so I'm going to have him come back over here and see if he can disarm. Try once again to disarm this trap here. Okay, he was able to disarm the trap, so I'm going to have him go here. Okay, so far so good. There's a switch here in the floor. He's going to inspect the switch. And what has that done? Sent off a bunch of darts. But I don't know if it's deactivated this switch here. Jamie has gone to sleep, and Dobbs is okay. So have him continue over here. There's some gold over here, so I'm going to have him collect the loot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. More darts. Okay, he's passed out. Okay, he's back, but now he's afraid. We have to wait a few minutes for him to regain his composure. He's okay now. We're going to have him try to disarm this trap. Okay, so he disabled the trap. He's going to collect the loot. And inspect this switch on the wall here. So that appears to have disabled these traps here, which were in front of these statues. These statues don't appear to have any purpose because clicking on them doesn't give me any arrows to move them or anything like that. And we look around on the other side of the room. There is a doorway leading into another part, so I'm going to have him go through that door. And Jamie is still sleeping. Okay, so this leads him into a room with all kinds of loot in here, and there is strangely this banister here that's right in the middle of the floor. So there's maybe something here on the floor. Yeah, it looks like there's something right here. So I'm going to have him inspect. And he uncovers a trap in front of this statue here, and have him inspect the trap. It says the trap appears to be a steam trap. Be careful. So I'm going to have him go ahead and disarm the steam trap. Even though the technology is ancient, the ancient civilization that created this trap is highly advanced. There's no way you'll be able to disarm it. Okay, let's see how much of a problem it is as I have him go over here. And, he can't collect this gold. He can't interact with that statue. He needs to get past this trap here. To be able to get to that. So I'm have him collect all this stuff here. So he's got a keystone here, and it is he's got several crescent keystones now, so I'm not sure what he's supposed to do with all of these, but he seems to be able to only collect some of this stuff. Some of this stuff is not collectible items. So this room has all this stuff in here, but it doesn't seem to be able to do anything with any of this stuff. And for the rest of this side over here, I'm going to have him get out of here because it just seems to be kind of a red herring. There's not much to this. Okay, so now going the other way over here, there are traps here, and we'll have him inspect the traps to see if he can disarm them. The trap appears to be a fire trap, and can he disarm it? Yes, he was able to disarm it. But what about the other side here? This appears to be a fire trap. Be careful. So try disarming it. So he was not able to disarm it? Okay. Try again. Oh, he's scared now, so he cannot get past this. So Jamie is really bored, and so it seems that she has returned back to the vacation home, that she doesn't want to have any part of that, and she's on her way back. She stopped by the market, and she bought a bottle of peroxide. And she's going to go into the bathroom here, and she's going to go into the bathroom here, and she's going to change the color of her hair. So that just shows you how bored she is. Well, she's slightly buzzed from having drinking the nectar. So we'll let Jamie do her thing, and we'll return back to Dobbs. Okay, Dobbs was able to cross because he had disarmed the trap on the right side of the hallway. There is a switch here, so I'm going to have him inspect that switch before he goes to sleep for the night. Ah! I always love when that happens. Okay, so he was able to disable the other side there. And so I'm going to have him go back over here and sleep in one of these beds here.
Will James Dobbs, be able to sleep on the crummy bed down in the Warlord's treasure trove? Will Jamie regret dyeing her hair blonde? Tune in tomorrow night to find the answer to these questions and more when we present another exciting episode of the History of Twin Bayous, Season 7, Dobbs and Jamie's Big Adventure.